a lot for that. Pradeep Gupta, Chairman, Access My India, that had obviously done one of those exit polls ahead of these Maharashtra municipal elections, is also joining us. Pradeep Gupta, thanks a lot for joining us here on CNN News 18. You had predicted anywhere between 131 to 151 for the Maha-Yuti. The numbers are settling just a little bit lower than that, about 10 lower than that. Is that because of lower voting percentages? How would you describe the results that are coming in?
Yes, thank you for having me here. And I would say in other channel, and particularly there is a website which is a proper website of my corporator. There the number for Mahayuti at this point of time is 130, and for Thackeray brothers it is 72, and for Congress it is 14, and for others it is about 9 and 10. So I mean it is pretty much on that line. But having said that, if you see my prediction report, we have clearly said that if these numbers are based on the voter turnout, because in a city-based election, voter turnout plays a very vital role, and 54% voter turnout, now it end up near to 53, and 1%, I've also written that 1% will impact about 10 seats for Mahayuti. So which is the case, my range would have been in this case 121 to 141, and precisely the 130 what is likely to be there.
So, in your exit poll, you obviously saw the Mahayuti combine being, the single largest and clearly crossing that halfway mark of 114. But did you anticipate the BJP alone doing so well?
Yes, it was anticipated, but my range for BJP itself was about 95 seats. So they done little better than that, 99 what I can see on your screen. And Shinde Sena actual tally is 31. So in your screen it is showing 26, it is actually 31. We have predicted about 35 to 40 odd seat for these in this Sena.
So, how do you, what do you feel, did you feel worked so well, favorably, both for Mahayuti, but particularly for the BJP? Because this is a big shift in Mumbai politics now.
Yes, definitely yes, and we'll have to see that the kind of demography evolved over the last 20 years, particularly of Mumbai, for that matter, overall metropolitan region. So what had happened actually in last these many years, the Marathi votes total contribution has reduced, and the North Indians, Gujaratis, Rajasthani, and others has increased. So at this time, it is 37% to be precise. The Maharashtrian votes contributes in the BMC, and about 19% to the Muslim or the minority. Rest 44%. Some is of course Christian. So about 40 to 42% is non-Muslim, non-Marathi, and that is where BJP or the reverse polarization happens. And what you see actually in our, when we come the vote share between these community group, Marathi BJP plus 30, UBT 49, half of the total Marathi vote share secured by UBT. Among the North Indian, there you see the sharp hike in favor of BJP plus 68%, and UBT only 19%. South Indian 61% to BJP plus 21 to this. Gujarati, Rajasthani 69% for BJP plus and 18%. So here you can see the clear cut. Had there been an alliance of Congress like Lok Sabha or for that matter assembly election, this picture would have been little different.
Right. So you are, of course, talking about how not coming together has hurt the Mahavikas Agadi quite a bit in these elections. But, these elections are also being seen as a litmus test for that quote-unquote Marathi vote. What were your predictions, and do you think the results are now proving to be correct? It's not as if Uddhav has lost all of that Marathi vote. MNS has performed really badly, I'm sure according to their own expectations. But how much of that was the BJP Shinde Sena able to get versus Uddhav Thackeray and MNS, the Marathi vote?
Yeah, so as far as Marathi vote goes, see, you have to see this thing in pockets. So there are three big regions within BMC. One is the Greater Bombay, which start from the other side, the Matunga to Kolaba, and this side, Mahim to Kolaba. So this is one pocket where the Thackeray brothers has scored very good. In fact, in Dadar, Bhiwandi, Dadar, Parel, Lalbagh, Worli, all these areas, Shivaji Park, Thackeray brothers has done very good. But when it comes to the central suburbs, where the vote, the Marathi in particular votes has split between Sindhe and Thackeray brothers, particularly Marathi brothers, where the Bhanduk, Mulund, uh, all these areas are concerned, and which is the bordering or the neighboring to the Thane, where the Sindhe come from, the strong or the bastion of Eknath Sindhe hold. And when it comes to the western suburbs, where BJP has done extremely well, like all these elections in the past. So this is something I would say the case. And MNS coming to the fold of the both Thackeray brothers contesting the election, what had happened to some extent, it has consolidated the Maharashtrian votes. But the other side, it also consolidated heavily the other non-Marathi, non-Muslim votes. And as far as the Muslim vote goes, they are also voted differently in three pockets, which is where the predominantly the Muslim minority vote, you can say, which is the Bhaikala, Paidhuni, Kalba Devi. This is the town area where Congress and MIM has secured almost half of the vote. The third is UBT among the minority vote.
So what is the
And
headline? What is the headline really as far as the Marathi vote is concerned? Can the Thackeray still claim they still have very much the support of the Marathi Manus, or has that shifted if we compare it to past elections?
I will say I don't get into all this Marathi vote or this vote or that vote. Whatever the verdict people have given, definitely they have given for the development. And when I say development, in our report, in our exit poll finding, there were issues like drainage system, because 60% of the population residing in chawls and slum area, where during the rainy time they get a very hard time. That's one. Two, the garbage collection. Third, the pesticides, and during that time, particularly dengue, malaria, all these issues had, because last 4 years, there is no local representative available because of this election is being held now after 9 years. So this is something very important. And when people vote, they see good development by the BJP, particularly state government, so as the central government, and they believe particularly large infrastructural projects,
Yes.
whether it's the coastal road or whether the metro, multiple metros, and so Atal Setu, so many things. They see, without central support or without the state government support, it is not possible. And we know although that Mumbaikars and particularly Marathi Banis are smart enough to select the right candidate, party for that matter.
All right. So it is local issues plus developmental issues that have really trumped every other narrative in this election.
Yes.
Pradeep Gupta, I do thank you for joining us and sharing
Thank you.
your analysis with us.